How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to review for you this Renpho Bluetooth digital scale. I reviewed other digital scales before that measures body fat, but this is the first one that has Bluetooth and it has an app that goes with it that allows you to suck all the data in every single time and then kind of look at it in chart form. So you can look at your weight, your body fat, or whatever over a period of time. So let me just unbox this for you first and show you what's inside, and then I'm going to go and use it for you. On the side it says their company name, Smart Scale ES376BT for Bluetooth. Nothing on this side, same thing on the other end. On the back you got all these approval logos, go up to about 400 pounds. It's LED, smart step on, which really just means when you step on it, it's going to activate itself. Not sure why you would want to go to their website, but alright. Body composition and analysis, body weight, body fat, body water, muscle mass, BMI, BMR, bone mass, and visceral fat. So these are pretty typical. Warnings and care, okay. How to dispose of it. Accuracy of 0.2 pounds. You can do pounds or kilogram. The size of this thing, email, web, made in China. Nothing else inside. Little piece of cardboard thing to cover it all. The batteries. And this is just the packaging to hold it all together. Nothing else is inside. The manual and a 1-year warranty card. Okay, so you see it's 0 pounds and it has this Bluetooth thing on, means it's searching for the Bluetooth, but you can still use this scale without it, I think. Okay, 9 pounds. This is pretty good. Seems like 6.6 is the minimum, which is pretty good because sometimes I might want to measure packages that are like 6 pounds, 7 pounds, something really light, because my other digital scales cannot measure something that little. So you just go to the App Store and download this new iWellness app. I started over here and it's just gonna show this profile thing. I'm just gonna put in all the information. I want it in pounds. This is not my real birthday. And this is not my height. Target. Let's say I wanna weigh 150. Turn on the Bluetooth here. Okay, and it shows 143.6 pounds, sure. And then now it's sending it to the app. So I didn't really have to pair the scale or anything. It's really easy to use. You just step on it and then it transfers the data via Bluetooth into this app. About a couple seconds after you finish weighing yourself, this little prompt pops up in your app. It says, new data received, do you want to save it? So sure, I'm gonna save it. And then it gives you all this information, 23.9 BMI, body fat 20.2%. It seems over here I can share my weight information on Twitter or Facebook, it seems. All right, I don't want to do that actually. But I guess in a way I'm sharing all this data on YouTube already because you can now see my bone mass, all this BMI. However, I don't know how accurate this is because I'm not comparing this to anything else. Let me tap the weight here and it says I am overweight. This is crazy. Probably because I did not really put in the exact height that I am. Body water here, it says I am a little low on body water, but it's under standard. Body fat, it says I am chubby, which does not make sense to me. I am actually pretty darn lean over here. You might think because I put a random height, it might calculate my body fat incorrectly. I went back and actually put in my correct height and it did say I was still chubby. Bone mass 5.2 pounds. It says I have really low bone mass. So this is kind of dubious here. I'm not too sure what to believe from this measurement. 23.9 BMI, it says I'm standard. Visceral fat 8. Which is standard. I think this BMR might be how much calories I consume. Muscle mass, okay, this is standard. So very good. So this looks pretty simple. You just log all this data, you get the history. Let me step on it again and see if I get another chart. So over here is pretty interesting. I weighed myself twice in probably a 10-minute span. So you can't really see the two weighings. Here's one day, here's another day. So let me just zoom in on that. And you can see I actually have two weightings here. They're pretty much similar. 143.6. I didn't change any weight within that time. And you can imagine, you can see your weight fluctuate, which might be a pretty good thing to see, keep track of your progress and such. This thing's actually measuring your body fat. So you see this darker section over here is actually a conductive plate. They coat something on top of this glass so that it is conductive. So I have a multimeter here set on the ohm setting so I can test that, yes, look, this is conductive, 150 ohms. And I believe over here it's non-conductive. Yeah, it's not conductive at all because there's no coating. Again, There's coding over here. If I go this far, 200 something. So when you put your feet across here, it actually measures from one side of this to the other foot, and then based on how much fat is in your body, it's more conductive or less, and then it can measure what percentage fat you have. Over here in the center is where all the electronics can connect to these conductive plates of the glass here. That's why it goes right underneath this little square plate. So overall, this scale sort of does what it says. It does weigh me at 144, which is roughly how much I weigh. The app is usable enough and that it's nice you don't have to connect to the Bluetooth in order to receive the data. From what I can tell, it lists my body fat as 20.1, which is somewhat dubious because over here in their little chart, it says between 16 and 21, you're actually chubby. Just look at me. Do I look chubby? No, I don't. Actually, out of other devices that I measure myself, it never says that I'm chubby. Usually I'm on the lean side because you can see, look at this, there's not much fat over here. So I am definitely not chubby like this thing says I am. So the weighing is okay, the app is okay, the Bluetooth is fine, except the measurement might be a little off. They might need to calibrate it a little bit. It is what it is with this drawback, and this is what I get in my personal experience. If you're interested in getting one of these scales anyway, I'll leave an affiliate link down in the video description below. If you're interested in supporting my channel in other ways, I also have an Audible link down in the video description below, Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.